Should old acquaintance. Wait, I don't know when the fuck we're releasing this. This is before New Year's, after New Year's?
I mean, it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow before New Year's. Alright, I'll continue. Should old acquaintance be forgot? Welcome to the last shoot the shit of the year. Oh shit. Everyone's getting in. Keep going, Yeah. Should old acquaintance be forgot?
And something old lang syne. I don't know
For old lang syne, my dear. Everyone, for old lang syne.
I don't know the rest of the lyrics.
Alright. With that, maybe we end with that. We'll come back to it. Hey, what's up?
Terrible.
Welcome. It was pretty bad. Welcome to Shoot the Shit, the last one of 2023.
What have we had? Like 5?
Yeah. And this is maybe the top 5. So, welcome everyone. How'd the year treat you? Bad? Good? Mediocre?
Hopefully
we'll get into our year. Hopefully good. We'll get into our year. But today I'm joined by Obsolete 2003, now dubbed the Lord Obsolete, legally binding contract from Scotland.
I didn't vote for him.
No one votes for a lord. He is appointed.
He ain't my lord. I ain't his fucking, indentured servitude or whatever.
Yes.
Bow down and kiss the ring.
Hey, you kiss this over here, okay? I got something you can kiss right here.
Hey, I know you want to kiss the Lord, but please no kissing. Anyway, Lord Obs. How are you doing?
Don't forget to finish the intros.
Thank you.
Excellent. I was gonna ask you too, but the Lord's here. Anyway, and also joining me is Espionage GB7. So,
and who the hell are you?
I said my name earlier.
Did you?
Oh. I don't remember. It's me, Nicholas Zombie. What up, G?
Anyway, hello, everybody.
Hello all. How are you doing?
We're good.
It's great. It's good to hear. I'm happy everyone's doing good.
So, Nick, real quick.
Yes. What up?
To get you kind of caught up on things, just before you showed up, me and Obs recorded a Thanksgiving. Oh my god.
Thanksgiving? Wait on that one.
A New Year's message for everybody, which will come out on New Year's Day on January 1st. So this video is going to come out before, even though we recorded the other video before this, but that's going to come out after. But in that, we kind of did a year in review and just talked about not so much our top games, but the games we played and some of the movies we watched. So we figured that this, as being the last Shoot the Shit of the year, it'd be a good opportunity for you to do that since you weren't able to join us for that. But yeah, so just kind of getting you caught up there, and that's all.
Okay, so top 3, top 5, what are we doing?
Whatever you want, man. I mean, this is your show.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to a very special episode of Shoot the Shit. It's mine, apparently. Yeah. Okay. So Nick the Shit. I guess that doesn't sound as good as I think you thought it would. Anywho, let's see. So I think I kept showing everyone my games list, and the actual top game that came out this year that I played the most was Street Fighter 6, and I fucking love Street Fighter 6. I got that from her birthday. That is technically my game of the year because it came out this year. But if I'm going by what I actually played mostly, it was Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I put an ungodly amount of time into Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel across my PC, my Switch, my PS4. And if my phone was good enough, it'd be on my phone too, but it's not. So
I do see you on Steam all the time playing that.
I am playing it right now. It is my fucking crack. It's amazing. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. So I think I talked about it last year. My friend got me back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Because he was just collecting cards. I was like, oh, let me go buy some bullshit cards to make a little zombie deck. And I did, and it was whatever. It was fun. It was the most pure I could have done it. And then Master Duel came out, and then I just became addicted. And now I have a lot of physical cards that I spent a lot of money on. But good thing, didn't spend anything in Master Duel but my time. Everything in here I've gotten through gameplay, which is nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with spending a little bit of money if it's something that you enjoy and it's not.
I love Yu-Gi-Oh! It's great. I don't know why. It's that sweet crack.
The only thing I know about Yu-Gi-Oh, like literally the only thing I know about Yu-Gi-Oh is on occasion I would watch it before I would go to school and they'd have the cartoon playing and the little boy would turn into like a deep voiced man whenever he,
Yes.
I don't know, transformed or whatever the fuck he did. And
That's what would happen.
you always had that blonde haired kid that was always getting like
That's Joey.
kidnapped or whatever, and somehow like they would always have some kind of big like conflict, and it was always settled with fucking a card game. Like what the fuck, you know?
Yes.
So-
that is Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
To a T. It's wonderful. It's fucking great. It's fun as fuck. So yeah, those are my two top games of the year. If a third one that I can really think of that I played a lot, jeez, it's another fighting game. It's probably Dragon Ball Fighters. I got back into that a little bit when I got back into Street Fighter, kind of reignited my fighting game things. I love fighting games. It's great. Segue back into Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a deck out called Vanquish Souls, which if you do the initials is versus, it's a fighting game deck, and it's like the perfect thing, and I want it in real life. I have it in Master Duel, but in real life, to get all those cards that I need, besides the ones that I already pulled from packs, it'd be about $200, and I'm not doing that. At least not at once. Maybe over a couple of months, maybe, but we'll see.
Get a sword jar. Like Homer.
I don't know. I'm working overtime tomorrow, so maybe I'll get a little gift for myself. Maybe
There you
I'll
go.
get a couple of cards.
Treat
anyway.
yourself.
Those are my top 2-3 games. Movies this year. It was a bit of a dry year until the end. I'm gonna do 3, 2, 1. 3 would probably be Talk to Me.
I don't
I
want
like
to.
Talk to... That's the movie name.
I've never heard of that movie.
You ignoramus. It's
Wow.
yeah.
It's harsh.
Anyway, the movie's name's Talk to Me. Obs, did you bring up Talk to Me or no?
Not yet, no.
Oh, okay. Well, that one was one of my top movies. It was a horror movie.
Is that
Fun
a
premise.
A24 movie?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun premise. Basically, analogy for drugs and depression of losing a loved one. It was great. I really enjoyed that movie. I bought it on Blu-ray. I think that speaks to that movie. If you see it and you actually want to buy it. My second movie of the year. I'm trying to think of what movie came out this year that I really, really liked. I mean, we all know what number one's gonna be, but I'm not gonna say it. Number 2 would fucking. Oh my god, I haven't seen Iron Claw yet. I think it's gonna be that.
Evil Dead
But
Rise?
one is, I forgot Evil Dead Rise did come out this year. I always thought it was early last year.
It was in February, wasn't it?
It was in February, so it felt too early. Was it Evil Dead Rise? Yeah, Evil Dead Rise was good. I really did like it. But
Super Mario Brother? You gave that movie a high score on our movie corner.
Super Mario Bros. Was fun. I don't know. I'm like, you know what? Switch it. Evil Dead Rise, then Talk to Me. Evil Dead Rise was great, though. I love Evil Dead Rise. It's pretty fun. And then my top movie of the year, 2023, The Boy and the Heron. Nah, I'm just bugging you. It's Godzilla.
The Boy and the Heron.
I did see The Boy and the Heron. It was good, but I never saw one of those I was never in the Ghibli movies or anime.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah,
I've
those
seen a
anime
few.
Disney-ish movie. I've never saw any of them, and for some reason I was like, yeah, this one's out. I'll check it out.
I
it,
saw
and it was good.
a few, and it was kind of hit and miss. Like, I enjoyed Howl's Moving Castle.
I heard that one's good.
I enjoyed that one. I got a little lost on Spirited Away. It was a good movie, but I didn't really know what the hell was going on.
Also, hear that one's good. That's kind of how I felt during this one. Like I knew what was going on. I got it, but it just kind of felt like a little bit of fever acid dream.
I was bored through Ponyo. Like I watched
Oh.
Ponyo and I found it boring,
Mhm.
and I think that's. I watched I don't remember it too well though, but I watched My Neighbor Totoro,
Totoro?
whatever the fuck his
Yeah,
name
I
is.
think it's Totoro.
I think those are the 4 Studio Ghibli movies I watched. They're all right. I mean, they're
Yeah,
okay,
they're fine.
but
It was
not really my
good.
thing.
It was a good movie. I'm not gonna say it was bad. I just, I feel like maybe if I see the other ones, it would got me in the mood. But it was a good movie. But again, not my top movie. My top movie, Godzilla.
How could it be
Minus
anything else?
One. Yeah, it's fucking great. It's still great. It's so good. Oh my god. You remember when Godzilla exploded at the end? That was sick. But
Dude,
yeah,
I want to watch it again. Like,
I
really
saw
do.
it twice, and I will see it a third time if it comes out in black and white over here, which I think it should, and it will, most
I hope
likely.
it does.
But yeah, Godzilla Minus One is it's fucking great.
Very
You saw a review, right? 180 people saw a review.
Yeah, I think our review did pretty good. I'm hoping it did anyway. It's, at least, relatively speaking, for our audience and whatnot, it got a pretty
Hey.
good response and
Hey.
whatnot. Yeah,
It did good.
it did good. Yeah,
It did good. Yeah.
we're thankful
proud-
to
be
the
proud- be
small
proud
but
of your
loyal
work.
audience we have.
Be proud of our normal-sized audience.
I was proud of the little live wallpaper thing that I did with the background. I mean,
I think
Godzilla's
that was
spikes, glowy and fire and lightning and smoke and all that.
Yeah. And you didn't even use any AI.
Oh hell no! Everything's done.
You
Like-
can use Chat GPT or whatever.
Nope.
You
That's
just
all.
You just pulled Photoshop out and was like, make Godzilla. And that's all you gotta do now.
Apparently, yeah, I heard the Photoshop now has the latest Photoshop has like AI built
Mm-hmm.
into it, and I'm like, really?
It
That
is.
kinda
It's all in there. I fuck around with it, and it's pretty insane.
Kind of defeats the purpose of Photoshop, though, doesn't it?
Honestly, it's pretty good. It's not bad. It's not bad. Like, you can, like, fuck around with stuff, and, like, not the fact that it takes away. Like, I thought the worst thing was gonna be Illustrator, because you can make stuff in Illustrator, but it's all editable, so you can just like make something and then just like fucking tune it and fix
Tweak
it and
it.
actually work with it. It's pretty neat.
Interesting.
Like, I know AI is gonna kill us all, and I feel it's foolish that we're making friends with the machines, but it's pretty cool.
Like, it'll be fun until they kill us.
Oh yeah, no, honestly, but also, like, are we projecting our own human ideals onto these machines?
Dude, do you remember
know,
when was it Microsoft or what company was it that launched an AI bot? I think back in like 2014 or 2015, and they had to.
The true fear, honestly, that I got though, like, of AI, isn't the AI itself, which probably I should, but it's people hacking the AI.
No,
It's
well,
humans.
remember, I think it was Microsoft. It might be something else, but they launched an AI bot that was going to interact and chat with people, and they had to take it offline in less than half a day, because after half a day of interacting with people, it was starting by itself to generate like super fucking racist shit, talking about how Hitler was right and like weird crazy shit like that.
It just went on the internet and absorbed everything, and the loudest voices are the stupidest sometimes.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah,
like
it's
they
all
literally had
good.
to take it offline because it was learning the wrong shit. So I think when AI does become like sentient, we're gonna teach it like the most horrible shit, and it's just gonna kill us. Either that, or we're just gonna fill its memory banks with fucking memes.
Yeah, AI is gonna be filled with memes and pornography and ways to exterminate us. And you know whose fault it's gonna be? Our
Lord
fault.
Optus.
No, but he's subject for all.
Well,
that
he's
wants us.
Lord now, so he should have like divine providence over everything. So I mean, if he doesn't stop it, it's his fault. You know, if anybody can, right?
Sounds like a non-believer.
Well, I'm saying if he is this all-powerful being who has had his apotheosis into godhood, there is nothing that he shouldn't be able to stop. And if he fails to stop it, then he fails us as human beings.
You know,
Or did human beings fail?
Whoa.
See, this is what you get for worshiping him.
No, that was prolific.
It's transcendence into the next evolution.
I don't remember this game came out this year. I feel like it came out late last year. But in Cult of the Lamb, you can you obviously have your cult, and sometimes you have heretics who will speak out against you.
Am I a
So you
heretic?
put them into the fucking what's it called, where you like put people on those wooden things and you throw potatoes at them or tomatoes at them.
The stockade? No, is it
Yeah,
the
no,
stockade?
the stockades. Yes, the
Yes,
stockades. You put them in the stockades until they fucking learn the true Lord again. So I'm just saying, Asp, you're fucking away.
Okay. Speaking of cults, real quick, no, for real. I want to talk about this game that I completely forgot to mention, and I actually played it and beat it earlier on my Steam Deck earlier this year. It's a game called Lost in the Woods. Have you ever played that or heard of that, either of you?
No.
No.
It's a very fun little game, and I really enjoyed it. It's about this. They're anthropomorphic animals, right? They're cartoonish little animal characters. Very stylized art styles, 2D side scroller. Very well done. It's kind of long because there are parts that get very repetitive. But long story short, you come home from college. You drop out of college. You come home and then
isn't that you're like a cat?
you're a cat. Yes.
Okay, I remember hearing about it a long time ago.
Yeah, I beat it early this year. I want to say like March, February, March. I beat it. And basically, like, there's a mystery. People are going missing around town. And I'm not doing an official review, so I'm not going to spoil it. But basically, you meet all the townspeople, and you kind of start talking to everybody and start uncovering the mystery. And the townspeople are actually everybody has their own character. There's little sub stories that are going on with the different people and stuff. Very fun game. Very good game for Halloween. A big plot point of the game happens during Halloween, and it definitely has some. I don't want to say horror because it's not really a scary game, but it definitely has a creep factor to it. But a very fun game, and I recommend that. So that was a really fun, enjoyable game that I really liked, and it has a kind of an ending that I did not expect, but an interesting one nonetheless.
Nice. Hobbs, did you get into games that you played, or is there a game that really stuck out to you this year?
I guess I'll go and do it now, because we'll, at some point in a separate video, kind of went over my PC gameplay. But I guess I'll go ahead and get into. I didn't do much PC gaming, but I did do a lot more gaming on the PlayStation, and I won't get into the super specs, details, what have you. But I have 6 games that I listed. And I'm very proud of myself because of the 7 games. Of the 7 games, I beat 5 of them. So it's still 2 I've yet to beat. So that's an accomplishment for me.
That is a big step.
Yes, the one I spent the most time apparently that I beat was Dead Island 2. That was a fun game. It's basically kind of like Grand Theft Auto or Dying Light with zombies. I spent the most time on it, but there was just like a random side missions. Despite spending the most time playing that game, to me the game itself felt short. I think there's a lot of times I left the game just kind of idle, but that was the one that I had the most time. I'll go with Resident Evil 4, the remake that came out as well. I played that through the remake. It was good. I was happy they got rid of the quick motion, the quick things that you had to do.
Mm-hmm.
There was this kind of indie game that I played. It's called In Sound of Mind, and I like that one a lot. It's kind of trippy. Maybe I'll do a more in-depth game of that one or video, but it's cool and I liked it because as soon as you load up the game, in like big bold letters, the developers flat out tell you can use any and all content from this video game for your videos.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
They're like, please get this out there.
Yeah. So I mean that's cool for them, and I'm still working on Atomic Heart. It's fairly in depth, I guess. I'm kind of I take my time with these games, but that's what I'm working on right now. Then once I finish that, I'll probably backtrack to Dead Space. I started that one. That one's really good for the remake. It's very the graphics, the horror, the gore, all that's awesome. I just need to get back into it. And the one I spent the majority of my time lately was Alien Fireteam Elite. And
Oh yeah, play a little bit of that.
I gotta get back into that. I enjoyed that game. I just haven't. Our schedules haven't really meshed, or I haven't been around too much when you were playing. But I enjoyed that game.
yeah, on that note, it's fun because it's cross-platform. So being able to play with S, my brother, Nick, all of us have different consoles or what have you, and we're able to play together. So I really like that as a gaming feature. And I guess the hidden gem that's I kind of saved for last is the RoboCop game, the RoboCop Rogue City. I'm not gonna give any spoilers or anything like that, but it's a good game. They play pretty true to the movies, and it's pretty violent in its own ways. But yeah, like I said, I beat these games. RoboCop is very fun. If you're a fan of the movies, definitely pick it up. Playing these on the PlayStation, the game In Sound Mind and RoboCop, I was able to, I guess, platinum those games. So for those of you unfamiliar with that, it's basically getting all the achievements for the game.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so that's pretty cool. I enjoyed those a lot, but that's kind of my PlayStation
You gotta lose your mind to Detroit, Rogue City. None of my jokes or things ever land with you.
Oh, it's better when it doesn't.
Shut up.
But that's kind of my gaming in review. Like I said, it was very brief on the PC just because I kind of did more on the PS5, but this is where my time was going on the PlayStation.
Nice.
Cool. I still need to beat it. I have been enjoying it. I just haven't played much of it. I need to kind of just buckle down and play it.
That makes sense.
Which I will, because I love RoboCop. And speaking of RoboCop, at some point, hopefully sooner rather than later, I do want to do an in-depth movie corner comparing the original RoboCop to the 2014 RoboCop, because I actually have a lot to say about that.
You never did that movie corner? I feel like
No.
something we should have done a long time ago.
I know, and it should be, and I should have, but we haven't. But it is still something I still want to do. Oh, real quick. So something else that came out in 2023, and Obs is the one that showed this to me initially. A 4-part documentary on the making of RoboCop called RoboDoc. I think it's called RoboDoc, the making of RoboCop. Absolutely phenomenal documentary. Really goes into depth on every aspect of the making of RoboCop. So anybody who is a RoboCop fan, it is a terrific watch. Obs, what platform is it? Is it on a platform or what, YouTube TV or what was it?
It's a Screenbox exclusive.
Screenbox exclusive. So for anybody who has Screenbox or can get it, it's definitely something I recommend, because I've actually watched through that whole documentary series twice because I really enjoyed it. But RoboCop is probably bar none my all-time favorite movie from childhood. I absolutely love, and as the years have gone by, I've just grown to appreciate it more, and the nuance and the subtleties of it.
Like when he shoots that guy in the dick.
I remember that stupid video you sent me with the fucking RoboCop just shooting like a fucking 100 guys all in the dick. And the thing is that video seems to take itself, at least RoboCop takes himself so seriously. Like he's literally going around like he's taking it seriously. He's not taking it like a joke. He's just shooting everybody in the dick. And then the main rapist or whatever comes out. It's like, come on, do it. But no, that's not the cut that we're talking about. But yes, for anybody who is a RoboCop fan, definitely a great watch. It's a really well done documentary, and I learned a lot from it. Like I had no idea that Paul Verhoeven actually considered RoboCop a Jesus allegory. Like, I never knew that, but apparently
He
he,
came back from the dead.
I guess so. You know, he was murdered and then was resurrected, I guess. Although Robot Jesus isn't something I ever heard of, but
Are you telling me that RoboCop died for my sins?
for the sins of Detroit, I guess. Old Detroit.
Damn.
But very good documentary. So Nick, I said this was your show, so I want to ask you if it's okay. I have a movie also that I'd like to really quickly discuss. Not a whole review, just a quick discussion on it.
You're giving me this I would dare say holy judgment, so I have to consult with my lord. Hobbs should S be allowed to talk about his.
He is allowed.
All right. I've gotten word from the Lord.
It would have been
and we're
better
allowed.
if you had said something like, "I'll allow it" or something like that, or "I decree it to be so," or some stupid shit like that. All right. Well, since Lord Obbs, I apparently have to call him that because it's official that he is a Lord of the Deuce. Anyway, I actually want to talk about a movie that I saw. It's a Netflix film, and it's probably not really in you guys' wheelhouse as far as like movies go. But I've always been a fan of animation.
Guys.
I've always been a fan of animation. I've never outgrown cartoons. To this day, I'm an avid cartoon lover, and I'm a big fan of Aardman. And if y'all haven't guessed the movie I'm talking about yet, I watched Chicken Run: Dawn of the Nugget.
You say you're a big fan of Hardman.
Aardman, dude, Aardman. That's what it's called. Aardman Entertainment. That's the studio by Nick Park that makes the Wallace and Gromit and Shaun the Sheep and Chicken Run and all those movies, dude.
What's wrong with that fucking Joe Dirt bit? Is he homos naked?
What the fuck are you talking
You
about?
want to see Joe
No, I
Dirt?
have not.
Oh my god. That
Nor do I
movie,
really care.
it's been a long time. I don't know if it holds up, but I remember.
You sound
being
like that guy
hilarious.
from Waterboy, Adam Sandler.
That's the guy. He's the same guy in Joe
It's the
Dirt.
same guy?
Yeah, because it's an Adam Sandler fucking Happy Gilmore movie. So he's like,
Oh my god.
It's that dude. It's that guy.
So that's a fucking a cinematic universe.
Yes, it is. Honestly, there's a bunch of people that cross over. There's like every Adam Sandler movie is a guy yelling out, "You can do it!"
Oh my
And
god.
it's usually the same three guys. Either Adam, fucking Rob Schneider,
Kevin James?
I think it's Adam, Rob Schneider, even one time it was Norm Macdonald.
Doesn't Kevin James come out in a lot of Adam Sandler
He
films?
does, but I don't think he was around back then.
Anyway, Aardman Entertainment, which is again the makers of Wallace and Gromit. I'm a huge fan of Wallace and Gromit, by the way. So, when I heard that they were making a sequel to Chicken Run, which came out in the year 2000, so 23 years ago, I was actually excited to watch it. I absolutely love the original Chicken Run. Anybody who's seen the original Chicken Run knows that it's essentially a play on The Great Escape, the World War II movie, where they're in a World War II encampment and they make this huge elaborate plot in order to escape, and the stakes are very high. It's definitely an intense movie. I will say that Dawn of the Nugget is not as intense, as emotionally intense, as gritty as the original. But what it lacks in intensity, what it lacks in grittiness and just pure storytelling, it makes up for in charm. It is a very funny, very charming movie. It's a fun watch. It's very entertaining. The plot is basically the chickens have escaped the chicken farm from the first one. They're living in this like utopian paradise. The two main characters from the first one, Rocky and Ginger, now have a daughter who grows up very spirited, just like Ginger, and she decides to leave the island only to get captured, and she gets trapped in this new type of chicken farm, which is very advanced, very high tech, and it's run by the same woman, the same villainess, Militia Tweety, from the first movie. So now they have to break in. So this one, instead of being it's still a jailbreak movie, but instead of just them breaking out from the inside, they have to break in to break her out, kind of thing. The one thing that really, really bothered me about this movie, and it's literally the only criticism I have, is that it seems very anachronistic. Because the first movie literally seems like it takes place around World War II era. Because, again, it's mirroring The Great Escape, which is a World War II movie. So everything, the machinery, the vehicles, the surroundings, all seem very World War II era. And supposedly only like a couple of years have passed. You know, I don't know what the lifespan of a chicken is. I think maybe like 6-7 years. But they have a teenage daughter now. So I'd put that maybe 2 or 3 years. But if you want to go like the chickens have the lifespan of humans, that would mean that the daughter's probably about maybe 15. As far as like
anthropomorphic chickens.
Yeah, they're anthropomorphic.
Well, then I think it's 5. They live.
Okay, well, still, what I mean is like it goes from like World War II era stuff to like super high tech. Like this is a facility that literally has like laser fucking homing like ducks. Like there's these ducks in this moat, and they shoot lasers out of their eyes. They have explosive. They have all this technology, like very like almost futuristic stuff. And it's like to go from like a World War II setting to this in a couple of years, it's kind of jarring. But it's something you put it out of your mind. The movie itself is a very fun watch. It's entertaining. It's charming. Definitely not as gritty, as intense, as nail biting as the original. But again, what it lacks in intensity, it makes up for in charm and humor. So I recommend it.
I remember seeing Chicken Run as a child. And I remember liking it as a kid.
It's a great movie. It really is.
But how long's it been?
23 years. I told you. It came out in the year 2000.
Like, why did they make a Chicken Run sequel 23 years later?
I have no idea. I honestly don't. I was very surprised when I saw the trailer, but I was happy for it. They got an all-new cast, like the original, and I don't know who played Ginger, but the original Rocky, which is the rooster, he was played by, excuse me, it was played by Mel Gibson. The actor that they got to replace him and the actress they got to replace Ginger actually do a very, very good job where you forget that it's not the original actors playing them. They do a good job of assimilating the voice or approximating the voice from the original. So it's a very, very good movie. I really enjoyed it. All the characters from the original are there. There's definitely a sense of camaraderie among them, which in the original there was a lot of tension, obviously, because they were like, we're gonna die, but they seem to have all put those differences behind them because now they're living in a community, they're living a happy life, and now they have to kind of come together to save the daughter of this one character. But it's a fun movie. I really enjoyed it, and so I just wanted to talk about that.
That's cool though. I mean, I can only assume they made it so that the people who saw Chicken Run as a child, who have kids now,
can share
their like, oh, now my kids can watch Chicken Run like I did. Now they have their own chickens that can run.
The original Chicken Run, I think, is a masterpiece. It really is.
It's been a long time since I've seen it, but it was good if I remember.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very good. I've seen it many, many times. I enjoy it a lot. I love the Aardman villains. The Aardman villains always start out as like very run-of-the-mill characters, innocuous, like unassuming characters, and they end up being total, complete psychopaths. Like they end up being just fucking bonkers in the end. Mrs. Tweety, she's just a chicken farmer who by the end she literally is like going crazy trying to cut a chicken's head off. The Wallace and Gromit villains, especially like the one from Curse of the Were-Rabbit, Victor, he's just a random hunter, and by the end, like, he's obsessed with killing Wallace. Like they turn into psychopaths by the end of the movie. So I've always Flushed Away is another Aardman movie that I think is very underappreciated. Ian McKellen is that. He plays the villain, the Toad, which I think he does great in that role. He's another crazy guy. I love his evil, crazy laugh. But I'm a big fan of Aardman. Always have been. So, any Aardman fans out there? Any Claymation fans out there? It's a good movie to watch.
Nice. Well, is there anything else on the docket, or should we just talk about our year and expect for next year, like in games and movies and stuff we're looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to Beverly Hills Cop 4.
I forgot.
I
Every
really
time I
am.
see that, I'm like, every time I see that trailer, I'm like,
I love Beverly Hills Cop.
I
love
don't
all
know,
things
I'm just-
80s.
I was like, this is cool. I don't know. I feel like that it could be a hit or miss.
It could, but I'm a child of the 80s. I love all things 80s, so I know it's a nostalgia trap. I don't care. I want to watch it.
Are you excited about Beverly Hills Cop?
Well, it's on Netflix, so I'm glad I won't be paying for it. I guess. Well, I guess I kind of am, but
I was gonna say you're not paying for it.
Yeah, we all, in a way.
I guess like Lord Ops has that like Scottish Netflix subscription or complimentary where he doesn't have to pay for it or something.
Well, yeah, he's a lawyer. Every lawyer gets a free Netflix subscription. Don't you? You know how that works.
How many servants do you have tending your land, Lord Ops?
well, why
Are
aren't
you a kind and benevolent master?
You tell me.
How the fuck would I know?
We'll see.
I am
It's to be
beholden to no
determined.
one.
But I don't know. Yeah, the Lord thing's new to me, so it's fun. I'm enjoying it now and forever.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess the two random tidbits I have news-wise was, I don't know if you guys heard or saw about that game the day before.
No, I'm not.
The only thing I know about it is that supposedly it was a game that was marketed as like this amazing cutting edge game, and they did a Kickstarter and they said it was going to be like just the blow your socks off type game, and then like it was kind of like a cover for a scam or something, and they weren't actually making a game in development, but then apparently like people got caught wind of it and they got pissed, so like out of not desperation, but like to really quickly try to remedy this, they slapped together some shitty ass game and released it, and it turned out to be like garbage. That's kind of the gist of what I know. I don't know how accurate that is.
Yeah, that's pretty much the whole thing.
Thanks for undercutting my story.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to. I literally.
He stole my bit.
Give me a little bow with a hat. This son of a bitch.
That's why I'm still kind of slurring, because I'm still like recovering from when he slapped me.
Yeah. We're about to start slurring again.
And
Yeah.
since he's a Scottish lord, he has diplomatic immunity. So our laws can't touch him.
It's true.
But yeah, this game turned out to be just a huge disappointment. It was
Did you get it?
No, I'm glad I didn't. It was, I think, only for PC or Steam, and it was early access for $40, and they promised it to be some survival MMO, and it was not. It was pretty much like a kind of like the Division, basically. It ended up being a game similar to a lot of the Division. So it was a lot of empty promises that were not fulfilled, and they, within like that weekend of the early access, they killed the game. They completely stopped it altogether. They basically were trying to do refunds as quick as possible, and then the company completely shut down. Like they don't even exist anymore. They pulled all their YouTube videos. People were trying to sell like hotkeys for like they're trying to scalp them for a couple $100, but I think they're gonna shut down the servers. It's like this. Yeah, it was just a
Did they get away with the money?
Some of it, yes, because they said that they're gonna try to pay their whatever they were in debt to, but other people who were trying to get refunds are getting their refunds.
Maybe
But
some people are getting refunds.
Yeah, it was just a huge debacle. I was kind of looking forward to this game. I saw some of the trailers. It's like, oh, okay, this looks pretty cool, and it just kept getting delayed, and then they did this early access thing, and then it was just to show how much of a shit show it was. So I'm glad I didn't put any money into it because.
What was the name of the game again?
It is
the day's gone.
the day before.
Or the day before.
Yes, but they already pulled it from Steam.
That's actually what I was gonna check, but yeah, you're right.
But yeah, they pulled it from Steam, so that's kind of my thing. I was kind of looking forward to that game, wanted to see how it was, but it doesn't exist. So they pulled the plug. The developer they're gone, so it just completely bankrupted them or whatever. But they put out something that I guess false advertising.
Very much so.
Yes, that, and I guess my other last tidbit of news that I guess it kind of confirmed that E3 is officially dead. It's not coming back. So rest in peace, E3.
Rest in peace, E3.
We hardly knew you.
Yeah, I always wanted to go to an E3 or a Games Con or something.
I remember watching it as a kid. I remember being like summertime. I'm like, oh, game news. Games are coming out. It was just something to watch, you know.
I still remember when I watched the fucking Half-Life 2 tech demo at an E3, and I was blown away. They had like this Plinko type thing set up where they had a barrel showing off the physics of a barrel falling down, like these sets of like boards and stuff, and like how the ragdoll physics worked, how buoyancy worked, and I was like, oh my god, this game is amazing. It's gonna be the most amazing game, which it still is to this day, the most amazing game ever made, or it's up there anyway. But yeah, goodbye E3.
Yes.
Ooh, did you guys hear that yesterday, which this is being recorded on the 29th of December, did you guys hear that, I believe it was the 28th, that Gypsy Rose Blanchard was released from prison? I don't know if y'all know who that is.
I think I know who that is because I saw a random like TikTok about it.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard is the woman who, or the girl who killed her mother along with her boyfriend that she met online. Her mother had made her out, had purported all these illnesses that she did not have. Like, she basically said that she was crippled, that she had mental disabilities, that she had all these like issues with her body and stuff, and basically to get sympathy, to get charities and all of that. And she actually she was a perfectly normal, well, physically anyway, because I'm sure mentally that didn't do her any favors, but physically she was a perfectly normal girl, but her mother, like, you know, just purported to her to have all of these things and took her to all kind of charity benefits and stuff. So they were given lots of money, lots of help, and garnered so much sympathy. But you know, she was just basically a prisoner of her mother's own delusion, of her mother's own fabrication. And she met this guy online, and together they plotted to kill her, which eventually he did. He came to the house and I think killed her in her sleep, and they tried to run away together. They didn't get far. They got caught, and yeah, she served time, but she got released yesterday. So she has paid her debt to society, and there are some that would say that what she did was justified. I am not gonna say that because I don't think murder is ever justified, but I can.
So you don't think murder is justified, but you think shooting people in the dick's fine?
Shooting people? When did I say that shooting people? When the hell?
You said RoboCop's your hero, and everyone knows his main thing is shooting people in the dick.
If you're about to rape a woman, sure. And who said that's his main thing? How many? Like, I think he did that like what, once?
Hey,
how many people has he shot in the dick? Aside from that little thing, that stupid video that you made.
I didn't make it. I recorded it. I went out there and fucking filmed. I got 100 exploding dicks
and made a RoboCop suit and everything.
Yeah, you're right. I did that. My bad.
That you linked me. That you showed me. But anyway, again, like I'm not. I don't know. I'm not saying it's justified, but she's paid her debt to society, so I wish her well in starting over. But yeah, incidentally, like The Act, which is a Hulu original that I had, it's something that I watched a while back. It was pretty good, so I enjoyed that. If you want to know more or less a dramatized version of her story, I think the best way to see it is through that show. But anyway, yeah, so that's the last thing I have to say.
What you do.
All right. Well,
like I was waiting for somebody else to.
that was a lot. But okay, so again, that pretty much covers the year and news. But like I said, anything 2024 that you're like super looking into or interested about?
Graphic design class.
Games, maybe things that relate to the channel. You know what? Your graphic design does relate to the channel. Never mind. Obs, movies, games.
Silent Hill 2 or anything Silent Hill. I think it's coming out next year.
Isn't Kojima making like a game that's basically Silent Hill?
Possibly.
Like, he's making like a PT. He's finally making PT, but it's called like DM or something.
Maybe.
I heard something about
PTDM.
that. No, it's not PT. It was like
Post-traumatic deathmatch.
nah, it's something. I know he's working on it, like a Silent Hill thing, like he was supposed to like forever ago, but it's not called Silent Hill.
It's called Violent Hill.
I think it's called Loud Canyon.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. But all right. So no movies next year that you're looking forward to, or you can remember?
Just the own Godzilla -1, and then probably the whatchamacallit, Iron Claw. Haven't really been paying attention to what movies are coming out next year, but I'm sure there's gonna be some new ones that'll be good.
Yeah. All right, cool.
You?
Coming out next year that I keep hearing about. The Wolverine leaks, but I don't think it's coming out next year. I think it's coming out later on, probably like 2025. Nothing that I can think about right now. I'm sure something will be announced, or something's been announced, and eventually it'll come out. I look forward to seeing what AI does to us. How it destroys us from within. If we haven't done it to ourselves already.
AI.
Yeah, I look forward to AI video games. See how horrible that's been.
I, for one, welcome our new AI overlords.
Honestly, might as well. But yeah. But all right, it's been a podcast.
The last one of the year.
The last one of the year. What a year it's been. Obs became a lord. S became subservient to a lord.
If you say so.
I think Ob says so.
I mean, he can say whatever he wants, but nothing he
Exactly,
does or
he
says or
can,
thinks or
because he's a lord.
feels like has any impact on me.
I think it does. I think it does.
I know you're trying to trigger me, but like
I'm not trying to trigger you. I'm just trying to let you know that you are a loyal disciple.
Sure. Whatever.
All right. But anyway, yeah, it's been a year. Hope you had a good one. And if you didn't, hey, you made it this far. Good for you.
It'll get better.
We'll see you on the other side. Don't say that. Don't promise people things.
It'll
Don't
get
promise.
better.
It might.
Hopefully,
And
we hope it'll get better. We
what
wish
I'm
you-
saying
Oh my god.
is you're here, and that's something. Good for you. We promise nothing.
I
But
didn't
anyway.
say I promised it was gonna get better. Like fucking, like
it's
these people are gonna
totally
come
good.
after me if it doesn't. At a year from now, December 31st,
You
you
said-
told me it would get better. It hasn't.
Promised me.
My house burned down.
If anything, it got a little worse.
They ran over my dog.
Jeez, man. Your dog?
I had a lady tell me she wished she could run over my dog once.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you tell her that you didn't have a dog?
No, because I have a dog.
I had no idea you had a dog.
Yeah, at the time I had a
Whole
dog.
time? Oh, okay. But you have one right now.
No, this was a couple years. This was before COVID. We were still in the
Okay.
office.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was
I don't
the
know why I
dog's
brought that
name?
up. Her name was Mia. She was a good
Oh.
dog.
That's a good name for a dog.
Yeah. She had heartworm. She had to be put down. Poor dog.
Damn.
No, I'm sad.
Are you sure you did that to yourself?
Yeah.
See? This is why we don't promise anything.
Anyway, we hope your dogs have a happy new year.
We hope your dogs don't have worms. And
Yes.
may your cup be full.
And runneth
Of
over.
what? I don't know. But yeah, happy new year. It's been great. Thanks for joining the channel if you did. Thanks for watching our videos if you have. If you made it through this whole podcast, we appreciate it. If you haven't, I understand. But hey, you're not here, so fuck you. To the people who aren't listening, you get it. You get the joke. But yeah, thanks for joining us. Again, it's been me, Nicholas Zombie, joined today by Espionage DB7.
That's me.
That's him. Also joining us, also gracing us with his presence is the one, the only. Let's all hail Lord Op.
Thank you. Happy New Year, everyone. May
I'm
it be-
surprised that you don't have like the fucking bagpipes at the ready to fucking play him a Scottish tune or something.
can
Fucking see him in like
it.
goddamn Roddy Piper or something.
Oh, that's a good idea. You should put that in. Put that in the video when I start saying that.
I'm pretty sure that that's copyright. I can't do that.
No, you can do it. Are you saying we monetize their videos? 'Cause I haven't seen.
Not monetized, but there's a fucking they can strike and remove the videos.
What now?
Like if there's copyrighted material, they can actually prevent the video from being seen. You should know this.
You're cutting out.
I'm sorry. Anyway, let's wrap it up. Get on with it.
I did wrap it up.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. This is a late edition, and we just wrapped up the podcast. My fault. I do have some awards for the end of the year.
Oh no.
As I mentioned before, my top movie and video game. Just gonna really quickly, the Golden Cock for movie of the year goes to, drum roll please, Godzilla -1. To accept the cock, Godzilla. You deserve it, big buddy. And again, for video game of it was Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Sorry, Street Fighter 6. I just played way more hours. To accept the Golden Cock for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel is Blue Eyes White Dragon, who surprisingly might sound familiar. Here you go, Blue Eyes.
Wow.
That wasn't Godzilla in the costume. That was the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
I thought it was a fucking dying giraffe.
That is a different sound. That's in more of an wah. Anyway, those are the Golden Cocks, a pristine award that we give out every year, starting this year.
I do not
And
want
thank
this
you.
to be a yearly
No. This is a yearly thing that on from now on. The channel lives, and if the channel dies, I will make sure that it still goes on a different channel. I will make a channel just for the Golden Cocks. And as always, at the Golden Cock Awards, we thank you for coming.
Yes. Are you done?
All right, thanks for listening. Bye.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and all